Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today in this video I'm going to be talking a little bit about the rate cuts that's happening next week. I'm going to be talking about cannabis stocks that I think are very favorable for in the next 3 months, and I'm just gonna share my feelings about things. So I may get in a little bit into commodities, gold or silver, but a lot of the commodities, the base metals have been pretty flat. But again, U.S. steel's been going up a lot. Even Cameco's been going up, even though the price of uranium's not going up. But yeah, I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. Buy or sell after research, due diligence, and you like the investments you're pursuing. So yeah, as I was kind of talking about, Cameco uranium price hasn't gone up. I haven't checked the steel price, but U.S. steel is going up. My thinking is maybe, maybe China is getting closer to a deal. That's the only reason why U.S. steel would be going up, in my opinion. But yeah, gold and silver, they're kind of flat, but now they went down a little bit, but now they're starting to come up. I think my thinking is, as soon as the rate cut happens, okay, so I'm going to talk about the rate cut now. And this all kind of comes together. Rate cut is basically, it's on next Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. It's a 2-day talk, and they're going to be discussing a lot. And what a lot of people believe, and I kind of am in that same camp, is that there will be 1% basis point interest rate cut for when they decide. So yeah, that'll be very move towards easy money. So yeah, it's interesting. So that'll be when that happens. I believe that'll start pushing up gold even higher and higher. I think in the next 6 to 12 months, I think very, very well we're gonna see $2,000 gold price. And if silver starts to get its edge, we could see $25 to $30 silver, maybe even higher, maybe even $40 maybe. It's hard to say. I think eventually, once gold starts going up a lot more, like $2,500 to $3,000, that's when you're gonna really start to see silver really take shape and really start going up a lot. So companies that are really into gold and silver would be Wheat and Precious Metal, WPM, and then there's First Majestic Silver, there's like Franco-Nevada, and there's Kirkland Lake Gold for gold miners. Yeah, look, there's a bunch, but I just want to focus on the biggest ones because those are the safest companies out there. I've really changed my game as far as investing into stocks. I just want to focus on the biggest, just because these small caps, they're pretty crazy. They go up and they go down, and they're just very unpredictable, and it's a lot safer game to just play with the biggest names in the industry. Sure, you may not get a 300-400% increase, but the swings are very hard on your mindset. So I think that's why Warren Buffett, he doesn't invest in penny stocks. He invests into the biggest companies, right? He invests into Kraft Heinz. He invests into Apple, or all the big ones, like. So it's a lot more stable. But with cannabis industry, is basically the companies that I really like right now, as far as creating like a more of a stable account that I own, are Valence Growworks. So they got to deal with iconic brands, and that's a pretty good company, and they do alcohol beverages, but they have a deal for 2.5 million beverages to be made with Valence Growworks Sourcey technology for the next 5 years. So I think that's boom-tastic. I think that's great, and you know, that's why I really, you know, I speak on Twitter and I say things such as, you know, Valence Growworks has better profitability than Labs. Yeah, Labs has better revenues, but they are catching up. Look, this quarter that they're guiding that Valence is going to do 100% increase over last quarter, pretty much, and MediPharm Labs only did about a 50% increase from last quarter, about 47%. So if that keeps adding up, right, you're going to see that the gap's going to be closer as far as the revenues, and the profitability on Valence Growworks as far as every kilogram that they extract is a lot better than it is on MediPharm Labs. So yeah, I mean, eventually when, say, Valence is doing, say, 150, 200, 300 million, 400 million dollars per year, that's when you're going to start seeing the profitability being better for Labs. But again, I could be wrong, right? Because Labs could end up having a big deal with, say, a pharmaceutical company, and they have better profit margins from that contract. So look, I'm just speaking from the knowledge that I have at hand, and I'm putting things into perspective. But again, things can change. Like, they can change very quickly. So I think they're both great. I own both companies. I own 200 shares in both companies. So really, realistically, I have a bigger percentage in my portfolio of Labs. But I'm still gonna say my piece. I'm still gonna say what I feel, because that's just my personality. And I also think True Leaf is amazing. You know, I bought some at around 10.65 last week. Yeah, I filled up some. It went up to $12, and then or like 11.75, and I had a bit more money that I was gonna buy from True Leaf below $11. I mean, I was hoping to get low 10s, but I didn't get that. So my portfolio's got, I think, around 300 True Leaf shares, and I was hoping to get around 500, but I may not get those because I don't really want to chase, even though I think it's the greatest investment right now as far as profitability goes, and just, I mean, I think they're really set up to be, if REC goes ahead in Florida, they're just dynamite. So that's what I think. And also, I think Village Farms is a great player. That's why I got my 2 calls at $12 USD, and I think those are good till December. That's the kind of play I think. I could see that Village Farms going to, there's price targets out there around $30 Canadian. I can see them going to $20 to $24 USD before then. Maybe they only hit 18, but I really do think they're going to be up there, just because they will report before December, and their revenues are going to be better. They're already doing good revenues, but the cannabis revenues are what really count, because those have really high margins. So yeah, I mean, those are the companies that really stand out when I'm looking for good profitability, right? Those are the ones that stand out, because they haven't really gone up. Look, Village Farms is playing on a $40 million pretty much per year in net income. So if you're based it on like a 25 PE, then they should be worth about $1 billion, right? So they should be worth about $20 Canadian. So, but their revenues are going to increase, and their profitability is going to increase. So you're going to see in the next 1 or 2 quarters where they're probably going to head up to around like $13 to $20 million net income, right? So then you're getting even closer to $100 million in net income per year, and then like times by 20, then you're looking at a $2 billion market cap. And when they get into more hemp and selling more cannabis. So I mean, yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about, and that's where I think is really good. Those are the companies that are stable, that really got a lot of good fundamentals. Again, Valence Growworks, based on their financials, they are overpriced, but because they're going to catch up to Labs, and the $17 million, so like 68 on an annual run rate, then if their market cap's around like 350 to 400 million, is about a 5 to 6 price of sales, and then you're going to start to see them getting net income. They were only 1.6 million off of their net income, being lose a loss. If they would have made 1.6 million more in profits, then they would have made a neutral net income. So that's where I'm thinking that they're probably going to be doing about 2 to 4 million in this quarter in net income. So if you're talking about a $2 million in net income on times 8, and then for the year, and then you go by like a 30 to 40 PE or something like that, you're talking about a 320 million market cap. So I mean, that's kind of where they're kind of stepping into. And then later, I think in 2020, they're going to get up to maybe like $5 to $25 million net incomes quarters. So then you're talking about 20 million annual run rate, and then like on a 30 PE, you're talking about a 600 million market cap. On top of that, there's a price target of $10. So I mean, I just think they're a good player. Again, I mean, if people got them a lot cheaper, like in the $2, somewhere in the $2.50. When I'm talking about this stuff, I'm talking in Canadian dollars as well. But yeah, that's my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, learning about commodities and the rate cut and cannabis stocks. And keep compounding your info, listening to my lingo. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.